Hi everybody, welcome to the TechHub.training Bike Shop Sales Report Challenge solution. Today in this video we're going to go over the challenge and the key parts of the query that I wrote that ultimately built the report that the VP of Sales wanted. One thing to note, I want to note at the beginning of this challenge is that typically you would use a visualization software to do some of the things that we did in this challenge. However, the challenge was structured so that you would be kind of pushed to learn how to use some of those window functions and basically tap into a couple of different skills in your SQL arsenal. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So just to go over real quick what we're trying to create. First, we're trying to create a table displaying a salesperson and their store, then their revenue by month for a particular year. And we need to deliver this as a SQL function for a given year so the report delivery can be easily automated and accessible to the VP of Sales. So basically we need to create a table that contains the sales report and then place that into a function that we can call by passing it a parameter for the year that we desire the report for. First, let's take a look at this the ERD that we have here. So we're looking, basically we need to combine the four tables, the staffs, orders, stores, and order items tables. The order items we'll be able to use to calculate the sales amount for a particular order item. We're going to multiply quantity the formula that is listed in the challenge is let's see, it is list price minus discount. So we're gonna use this to calculate revenue by taking list price minus discount times quantity. And then we'll be able to sum that for each order, and each order is associated to a particular staff. So then we'll be able to take the sum of that and for each staff, and then we'll also be able to get the store name from this table. So let's take a look at the query. So the first step is to ultimately understand, all right, we have to create a table that has all this information in it. So right here, I created a select statement. All right, we're gonna select store name as salesperson name, the month that the order was made in, and then also this is the revenue for that order. And so this is the joining from all the tables that we need. And where year of the order date is 2017, I put this as a fixed number while I was creating the query. And this number right here, the 2017, is actually what we're going to replace at the end with our parameter to build the function. So when we run that, we get basically just like a vertical list. And as you can see, there's just a lot of different orders for a particular individual. And when we look at this, so now that we have this table, we're going to jump over and we're going to say, all right, now we need to pivot it so that we view it kind of we view this data in a horizontal format, and revenue is kind of summed up for each month for each individual. And so we do that by taking this query, that's what is here in parentheses, and we're going to make it as the from. We're selecting from that query. It kind of becomes our new data source. And then we want to group by store and salesperson, that store salesperson combo. And then we're going to throw our pivot function in. We're going to pivot, and then we're going to pass it the arguments. We're going to sum revenue. We want to sum this revenue amount. And this sum of revenue is basically what makes up the data points in the table. And then for order month in 1 through 12, naturally. And it says for order month, and that's what this is. So for order month that has these values as pivot, but then we're gonna throw these numbers up into the select, and we're just gonna rename them to make it easy to view the month. And as you can see, we only pass it for 1 year because we don't have a place to put the year. But that's also what the VP of Sales wanted. They just wanted a function that would be able to input the desired year for the report, and it would just spit the report back. And so this is the query that we're going to use. That is basically going to be the substance of the function. And that function looks like this. So here's the query that we made in the last step, as you can see. A couple things is, all right, we're going to add our create function. We're going to place it in the sales schema, title it sales report, and we're going to pass it this parameter named order year. It's going to return as a table, and this is where we're going to put the order year. So that when you run this function and you pass it, say year 27, basically this parameter becomes 2017. So you run that, creates the function, and then to call the function, you basically just will say select from sales report 2017, and then run it. This is the output. You could change it to 2016, and it would just automatically run it. It's really nice when functions like this are really nice when you have a set format that you want to say, okay, let's see this table, but we want to be able to just request a different year every time we look at it. I mean, we can come in and say, let's do 2015. There's nothing in 2015. Let's say 2018. There's this, and there's a bit more nulls in 2018. Anyways, that is the challenge solution. There's a lot of different ways to produce a similar result. And so I'm interested to see what some of the different ways that y'all come up to complete this challenge. Thanks.